I.S.U.P.K 53rd Annual Lord Passover.
53rd Annual Lord's Passover is going to be held down here in Florida.
It's going down.
You're here tonight to get a chance to be righteous enough to be worthy of God coming to save you.
That's right.
It's going down. The Lord's 53rd Annual Passover.
When we say we no cowards, we talk that business. We no cowards up in here.
Book your hotels now at the Holiday Inn Express and Suites, the IHG Hotel, 301 Tucker Lane, Cocoa Beach, Florida, 32926.
Y'all see this?
Comes with all your dishes, pots, and sports knives.
I kind of like this. This is like an apartment room and a hotel room. You know what I mean? Yeah. This here right here is about to be holy ground. It's going to be holy ground. All our beautiful, wonderful brothers and sisters from all over the world. You understand? We can boast that now. Brothers and sisters coming not only from the state, but from all over the world. I heard the numbers this year is ridiculous. We had to buy out the whole hotel.
Friday, April 15th at the Space Coast Convention Center.
You cannot debate. You just want the clout. We just want the grades. I'm just trying to get it.
This is going to be glorious.
We don't give a fuck. You can see it in our faces. Got it out the mud.
Before 1492.
Right.
You understand? That's when America was great. America was great when it was a North American Indian paradise. That's when it was a beautiful country. That's when the oceans weren't polluted. You understand? That's when the buffalo still roamed the plains. But then what happened? You understand? Plymouth Rock. Here comes the Mayflower. Here comes the Pilgrims. And then y'all wanted to murder the people who helped you survive. You wanted to slaughter the people who taught you how to live inside of America. And when it wasn't good enough just actually killing them, y'all went and slaughtered the buffalo because you knew that's how they survived. And that's why there's like 10 buffalo left in Yellowstone Park, when there used to be millions of them that rolled the plains. You understand? Y'all want to sit here and act like we talk so radical. Look at your track record. Look at the history of America. You understand? Y'all came to America, slaughtered 77 million North American Indians, killed 99 million so-called Negroes just crossing the Middle Passage. Then once you got to the other side of the country, you nuked some yellow people. You guys can't be at peace with anybody.
Right.
You murder everybody.
Right.
Y'all have had more wars in America's short history than, I mean, damn near the history of the planet.
Right.
You understand? Because y'all are monsters. And this is what I'm saying. Black and Hispanics, all my people who have been murdered by them, just stop giving them your love. Love each other. Protect each other.
Right.
Because there's enough people trying to kill us. You understand? Like everything on this planet is trying to kill you if you're black or Hispanic right now. You telling me we got to keep killing each other? And then you telling me that we got to keep loving the same people who murder us?
Right.
Who does that? The Jewish man does it. Listen, tell the Jewish man to forget the Holocaust, you'll end up like Whoopi Goldberg. And Whoopi Goldberg didn't tell you to forget the Holocaust. You know what she said? The same thing that they tell us about slavery. It wasn't about race. Damn that, man. Everything is about race. Race is the most important card in the deck.
Right.
And if you can have Little Italy, if they can have Chinatown and not be racist, can't we have our own? Can't we have our own neighborhoods, our own businesses? What happened to the Negro League? What happened? It just took one. It just took one traitor. Anybody that our oppressor bigs up, puts on a pedestal, he betrayed us. Jackie Robinson crossed that picket line and went over and started playing for the MLB. And then you know what happened? Everybody else wanted to go play. And then what happened to those baseball stadiums and the Negro League? They shut down. What happened to all the businesses that were around that stadium? They shut down. Why? Because that's how you fuel an economy. That's economics. But our dollar goes to another race. Our dollar goes to another people. Our dollar goes to another neighborhood. And as a result, we lose our infrastructure. We lose our restaurants. We lose our grocery stores. We lose our doctor's office. Because even if a black or Hispanic does become a doctor, they want to go live in the white neighborhood. They want to go have some white boys spray paint nigger on their garage. Right. Go home, nigger. Why? Because it's better than having to board up your windows because there's bullets flying through, right? Well, why don't we just fix the ghetto? You understand? Why don't we fix ourselves? Because here's the thing. If every black and Hispanic decides to turn around tonight and say, I'll never sell drugs again, do you know how you would cripple America? Do you know what? Do you know that the prison system fuels the American economy? There are over 2 million black and Hispanics in the prison system right now. And the #1 reason for being in the prison system is drug offenses. All we'd have to do, listen, it wouldn't matter how much drugs the CIA brought in, how much coke the CIA brought in. You understand? Because it wouldn't matter. It would just be sitting there because we wouldn't sell it to each other. You understand? Like, listen, man, let these white people kill themselves with drugs. Right. You understand? Like, y'all go die with the opioid crisis, man. The same way we died during the crack epidemic. We don't gotta die with them. We just gotta leave the drugs alone. Right. You understand? It wouldn't matter how many abortion clinics open up with Planned Parenthood if we decided to teach our daughters that we are pro-choice. I'm pro-choice. You want to know the choice that I believe in? Opening or closing your legs. You understand that? Because sex is grown folk business. If you ain't prepared to deal with the responsibility that comes with that pleasure, you shouldn't be having it. Right. You want to be grown? You better deal with the responsibility of your actions. Instead of us murdering our beautiful babies, man. If white women were murdering their babies to the tune of 400,000 a year, they would shut down every Planned Parenthood on the planet. But because it's us, it's population control. Because it's us, they want our numbers down. Because even though they oppress us, we continue to grow. We continue to rise. You understand? And that's what happens here in America. We fall for the okie doke. You understand? We want to believe and deal with everything except what God gave us. You understand? You take a look at this book. This book ain't about religion. This book is against every religion you ever heard of. Right. This book is against Judaism, against Christianity, against Islam, against witchcraft. I know some of y'all sisters want to play with tarot cards. Yeah, y'all out here playing with crystals and tarot cards, thinking that you're predicting the future. You're paying $8.99 for that deck of cards. You think the key to the future is at $8.99? It's not. You're goofy. You need to grow up. You believe in fairy tales. If you believe that, I got another one for you. Rabbits lay eggs. Right. Reindeer can fly. When you lose a tooth, a fairy's gonna break into your house and turn it into a corner. You see how goofy we are? We believe in fairy tales. What I'm telling you is real life. I'm telling you how to rebuild a nation. I'm telling you how to protect a society. I'm telling you how to keep a family together. That's what's in this record. That's what's in this book. Ain't nothing else. Justice for black and Hispanics is in this book. For the babies that's locked in cages right now due to ICE agents. For the crack babies. You understand me? For how you destroyed and destabilized our family structure. Somebody's got to pay for that. Judgment is going to come to America. Y'all heard of the Lake of Fire? That's America. Now to all my black and Hispanic brothers and sisters, here's the only question. Are you going to die with it? When God decides to judge America, when this empire falls, like the Assyrians, like the Persians, like the Greeks, like the Romans, will you fall with it? That's the only question to ask. And the only way for you to not fall is to take your spirit out of this place. Right. You don't have to believe everything they tell you on the news. You don't have to keep loving their holidays when all their holidays are about oppressing you. You name a holiday, I'll tell you how it oppresses you. Labor Day. Because the labor unions were created to keep black and Hispanics out. And they are literally celebrating a day where they took back their jobs from, you know how they complain how Mexicans are taking white jobs today? Well, after Reconstruction in the South, they did the same thing to so-called Negroes because those were the skilled laborers. And you wouldn't have to pay a black man the same wage you would have to pay a white man. So black folks were being hired more than white people. And white people in the late 1800s would say they took our jobs like they do with the Mexicans today. Black and Hispanics, we share the same pain. We are brothers and sisters, especially through pain, through oppression. We both went into slavery. We both speak an oppressor's tongue, an oppressor's language. You understand? Both our women were ravished. If you were in Puerto Rico, the conquistadors murdered us. You understand? Just like it was the English and the French who did it to the Haitians, who did it to the so-called Negro. The same things that happened to you happened to me. Right. We have a common enemy. That means we better be allies. We better love each other. We better put each other first. We are number one in every negative statistic inside of America. Who's number one in high blood pressure and diabetes? Black and Hispanics. Who's number one in every STD, especially AIDS? Atlanta is Chocolate City. Do you know there's more AIDS and HIV in Atlanta than there is in some countries? Why are we number one in the murdering? Why are we on the bottom of every socio-economic ladder? Why do we fill the ghetto? Why don't we know our identity? Because I'm going to tell you something. Because what we were taught inside these religions, what we were taught about this Bible was a lie. It's because we are actually God's chosen people. And if you had a child, do you punish your kid or the neighbor's kid first? You punish your child. Well, let me tell you something. God gave us laws. He didn't give us religion. What religion is thou shalt not kill? It's not a religion. It's a law. God gave us morality. Gave us literal moral codes that could fix the ghetto. An economic plan is in this book. How do I know? Who's got the number one economy in the country out of any ethnic group? Anybody know? The Jewish man. You know why? He practices nepotism. He deals with his people first. He gives his love to his people first. Right. And as a result, he runs every single Fortune 500 company. The banking system, the Diamond District, Hollywood, your neighborhood. Your landlord probably Jewish. Why?